The Welding Federation of Africa (TWF) Africa officials, who had been in Addis Ababa for their annual conference, have hailed the development projects carried out in the capital city. The officials said they were impressed by the potential development projects, including those in conference tourism. Federation Executive Director Eo Adeniyi in particular pointed out the warm hospitality and friendliness of the people. He also praised the landmarks such as the Adwa Memorial Museum and the Addis International Convention and Exhibition Center, calling them exemplary projects that other African nations could emulate. Adeniyi elaborated that he was pleasantly surprised by what he encountered in Addis Ababa, emphasizing that I
didn't expect to see what I saw in Addis Ababa. I'm also happy with the Adwa Memorial Museum, very fine facility, and the history that goes along with it, the center of Ethiopia thing, and the Haile Gebrselassie, Selassie, the history, the first. It was also astonishing to hear that Ethiopia manufactured an aircraft, and they manufactured another one. Maybe Ethiopia has been a little bit underrated from what we saw, if it is true, but it's quite commendable. It shows Ethiopia has some depth that should be shared across Africa to make Africa grow together.
The adjoining hotel with the 1,000 rooms are also remarkable additions, he stated. The president also stressed the importance of continued cooperation among African nations to foster mutual development, and applauding Ethiopia for its welcoming spirit. On her part, South African Institute of Welding
Convention Center that we just went to, it's a massive structure, massive facility, very fine, integrated from all I can see, and I loved the cultural/artistic blend of how they beautify the structure. It kind of gives it a relaxed feel, even though you are doing a conference, maybe with a Nigerian conference. It gives it a relaxed feel that makes you want to stay. It's also highly complemented with the 1,000 rooms hotel. That's magical, and I commend the Ethiopian government for that.
Acting Executive Director, Confidence Lekone, expressed her admiration for the ongoing development projects in Addis Ababa.
I can see, that there is good development, even if what is the important point is Ethiopia has not rich country. Okay, however, they have good design. They make everything is perfect, and this is everyone can recognize this when just walk in the street in Addis Ababa.
I'm very impressed. I must say South Africa is falling behind. Ethiopia will be the next hub for hosting such conferences, and I think there's a very good development that's happening that I've seen so far. So it's a good thing that the government is doing in building all those nice big structures.
PM Abiy launches Kasancai's segment of corridor development works in Addis Ababa. Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed has today officially launched the Kasancai's segment of the corridor development works, marking a significant milestone in nation's broader efforts to modernize cities. Just a few days ago we visited residents who were relocated from this area to a new, more conducive environment, reflecting our unwavering commitment to ensuring dignified living conditions for our communities, Abiy said. The Prime Minister stated that the transformation of Kasancais, completed in a remarkably short time, lays a solid foundation for smart city development and embodies our vision for green, clean, and modern urban centers. Undertakings of this scale require substantial effort, and while they may bring temporary inconveniences, these are necessary sacrifices made in pursuit of the greater good, the Premier added. Such progress must continue, for it carries with it renewed hope, especially for the future of our children, he underlined. Diplomats laud Ethiopia's tourism potential. A delegation of ambassadors and representatives from international organizations highlighted Ethiopia's untapped tourism potential during a visit to the UNESCO-inscribed Bale Mountains National Park. Over 20 ambassadors based in Addis Ababa just experienced the magic of Bale Mountains National Park, one of Ethiopia's breathtaking UNESCO World Heritage Sites. The trip, organized by Ethiopia's Ministry of Tourism in collaboration with UNESCO, aimed to showcase the country's natural and cultural riches to the diplomatic community. Among the diplomats visited the sites, British Ambassador to Ethiopia, Darren Welch, described the park as truly inspiring, emphasizing its unique biodiversity and serene landscapes. Romanian Ambassador to Ethiopia Julia Pataki, a self-professed mountain enthusiast, called her first visit to Bale stunning, particularly noting sightings of endemic wildlife like the Nyala. Having previously toured Kenya's safari circuits, she remarked that Ethiopia's offerings are different and more interesting, praising its UNESCO sites, cultural heritage, and varied ecosystems. South African Ambassador to Ethiopia, Nonseba Nancy Losi, said South Africa and Ethiopia have enjoyed strong bilateral relations, especially on tourism as well, besides everything else. This is an important time as we are given this opportunity to come here at Bale National Mountains Park. Rita Bisanoth, UNESCO representative to Ethiopia, celebrated Bale's 2023 addition to the World Heritage List, calling the park, beyond expectations, for its lush greenery and thriving wildlife. She emphasized UNESCO's role in promoting Ethiopia's heritage sites globally, noting the diplomatic delegation's visit as a strategic effort to showcase this beautiful place to the world. Ethiopia's State Minister of Tourism, Seleshi Girma, reiterated the sector's centrality to the nation's homegrown economic reform agenda. He highlighted several successful initiatives, including the Dine for Nation project, and noted significant private sector investment in tourism infrastructure. With about 17 UNESCO World Heritage Sites and over 10 national parks, he stressed the importance of promoting Ethiopia's tourism sector to international community. Learning Chinese language would help to foster cultural understanding and transfer of science and technology, Federal Technical and Vocational Training Institute, FTVTI, Director General, Baruch Kedir remarked. Speaking at the occasion, FTVT Director General, Baruch Kedir said that the celebration of Chinese Language Day held at the Institute is a commendable activity as it would contribute a lot for mutual understanding of cultures between the two countries.
Language is a bridge that connects people, cultures, and hearts. By learning Chinese, we are not only acquiring a valuable skill, but also opening doors to understanding a culture that has contributed immensely to the world in terms of philosophy, in terms of art, science, and technology.
The Confucius Institute for Vocational Education in the country gives an additional opportunity for Ethiopians to learn Chinese language, enhancing mutual understanding.
Nowadays, people are increasingly interested in learning Chinese language because of its value in science and technology and other fields. So that to achieve this goal, we are working diligently to expand the Chinese language in the Institute. Yearly, graduates are expected to even learn Chinese language as an additional course in this institute.
Because of its value in science, technology, and other fields. On her part, Counselor of Culture at Chinese Embassy in Ethiopia, Zhang Yawei, said that the celebration of Chinese Language Day would present not just the history and culture embodied by the language, but also the Chinese philosophy of advocating harmony and coexistence.